Man, these people are either going to be awesome or they're going to kill us. Wonderhussy here. You're never gonna believe where I am now. I'm out in a place called Dolan Springs, Arizona, which is kind of out by, well, down in Arizona, but just across the Arizona state line near Lake Mead. And, well, I needed a place to stay tonight, but it's Valentine's Day weekend and President's Day weekend. So all the hotels were full. So I went on Airbnb to see what was available. And, well, I found this place that said it was a cave in Dolan Springs, Arizona, that you could stay in. Like, how have I never heard of this place? So I'm with my friend Barry, and Barry booked us a night at this cave Airbnb. And we drove down here, and at first it was a little bit confusing. The address she gave us just kind of led to a regular dusty desert lot with a normal house. Like, there was no cave around. Like, what is this? Let me see her directions. What'd she say?
Then go down through the wash and up the mountain, and so the adventure begins.
Man, these people are either going to be awesome or they're going to kill us. But come to find out, it's because the road to get to the real cave is really rough. And you got to have a 4x4 vehicle. So if somebody books the room and doesn't have a 4x4, well, she'll go down and pick you up in, they got a little Polaris side-by-side, or they have a 4x4 pickup truck. But we're in my trusty 4Runner, so we were able to just drive on in ourselves, and OMG, this place is amazing! Okay, wow, this is one of the most amazing private homes I've ever been in. First of all, this is these people's private home, okay? The guy worked as a miner for many years, and he always wanted to blast his own cave and make a man cave that he could live in. And by golly, well, he did it here. And wait till you see inside this place. It's amazing. But now they decided to start renting out one of the suites for Airbnb. And let me tell you something. That is all of our good fortune, because when you see inside here, I guarantee you're all going to want to come stay at this cave. It's amazing. Okay, so up there on the hill is where you come in. Driveway is pretty rough and bumpy, but it comes down this road. And then you park right here in front of the cave. There's a ample parking spot. There's my rig. Before we go in the actual cave, there's also some really cool grounds the guy was showing us around. Like, he's got all kind of projects. He's got a greenhouse where he's growing tomatoes. He's got a garage where he's working on amazing vintage Studebakers. I mean, this guy does it all. He has got so many projects. I guess blasting a cave and, by the way, decorating it as well wasn't enough for him. He also, fiddles around with cars and plants, and he's just one of those guys who I guarantee is never bored. But anyways, enough from me. Let's go inside the cave. Oh my God, this place is so amazing. It's so the cave in. Remember, the guy was a miner for many years, so he knows about cave-ins. It's no joke. But look how beautifully it's decorated. All these little plants and decorations. So look how cute. And this is the truth. Don't bother me. I'm living happily ever after. Boy, howdy, are they ever. Oh, wow, look at the dog. It's just laying here. It's very comfortable in this cave. I mean, this is blasted out of this rock formation that is tufa, he said. And it stays about 70 degrees year-round in here. Okay, here we are inside the cave. Look at this. It's like Disneyland. It's a for real cave. I mean, you can see he blasted right out of the side of this friggin' rock formation. That's the walls and the ceiling. But it's really cozy and airtight. It's carpeted throughout and just full of interesting knickknacks. Now, here's something interesting. We are the very first people to ever stay in this Airbnb. The number one entries in the guest book was us. How about that? I don't know. It somehow seems oddly fitting. Anyway, I'll show you where we're staying. I mean, they did such a great job decorating this place with all these kind of like safari prints and like Flintstones caveman stuff. Here's a hotel office for the Airbnb. Remember, this is these people's house. I asked them if it was okay to shoot this, and they said it was fine, but it does feel kind of weird knowing that they actually live here. It's not just a novelty. Okay, that's the kitchen through there. I guess it's okay if I show you guys that. I mean, this is just where these people live. That's the only downside to living in a cave is that it's pretty dark in here, but he's got all these weird colored lights up and stuff. So, like I said, it's like Disneyland or Pirates of the Caribbean or something. This is their kitchen. We're watching some TV. Little seating area, living area. Well, look at this. It's all rock walls and ceilings. It's amazing. It's very comfortable in here. Like I said, 70 degrees year round. Okay, and then this cave goes all the way through this mountain and comes out the other side. You can see the light coming out the other end. So we'll go out there in a minute, but I mean, there's just so much stuff to stop and look at along the way. It's incredible. Wow, I mean, he did so much work. He said it took 20 years to blast this cave out. Now, interestingly, they accidentally double booked the place tonight because they're new to Airbnb, and I guess there's some getting used to when it comes to putting up Airbnb listings. They accidentally double booked their Airbnb suite, which is down here. So they very graciously gave us their private bedroom to stay in. But I'll show you guys where you would stay normally if you choose to stay at the cave-in. Okay, so down here at the other end, those doors go back outside, and we'll go out there in a minute. But just past this little bar here is the official Airbnb suite. So this is where you would stay if you booked a room here. It's really nice. Turn on the light. Look at that. She even put flowers in here. Oh, they went all out. How cute. But yeah, you get a really nice, looks like a queen-size bed and a little sitting area. Here's the bathroom. You can see it's got this amazing safari print. Rock-walled shower. Look at this. Look at this friggin' shower. And like the place where you keep your shampoo bottle and stuff, it's just like little holes in the rock. How cool is that? But, you know, hot water. Regular shower. Really nicely decorated. Even the toilet, look. So yeah, this is the official Airbnb suite. But like I said, this one's already rented out to another couple, which actually she just went to go pick them up. So if I ever come back here, this is where I'll stay. And I do want to come back now because I want to stay in that room. It looks cool. But tonight we're going to be staying in the master bedroom, which is also really nice. But holy cow, look at this. I mean, this is just sort of like a big common area, I guess. It's like a little foosball table. Look how fun. Oh, it's like a library. Oh, wow. Ping pong. Go for a bike ride. A sidecar. Stop it. Oh, wow. And then look at the friggin' ceiling. It's just rock. This is amazing. Oh, and I just love this wall back here. Look at this. It's a like floor to ceiling bookcase with windows at the top. Oh, okay, so that's the room we're staying in on the back side of that. Interesting. Oh, wow. This is without question the coolest Airbnb I've ever stayed in. Well, I mean, it's a close tie. I made a video once about Villa Anita out in Death Valley. That place is really cool too. Check that out if you're into quirky places to stay, if you're going to Death Valley. And then, I mean, it wasn't an Airbnb, but I stayed at my friend's castle, the Hard Luck Castle, over by, well, it's not really by anything. It's near Scotty's castle, I guess. You can check that video out. That's the guy who has the pipe organ in the castle. That place reminds me of this a lot. This is also off-grid here. They generate their own power with solar panels and a wind turbine, and they have a generator, but because of that, power generally shuts off around 10 p.m. and doesn't start up again until 7 in the morning. So you do have to be mindful of that if you stay here, but I mean, we were sleeping in a cave, man. We're probably going to be zonked out at 10 p.m. You know, like when you live in a cave, you live by the rhythms of nature. You go to bed with the sun, get up with the sun. Okay, I turned my flash on, so it's a little bit brighter light. You can see better. But now let's go check out the bedroom where Barry and I are staying. Oh, look, a fireplace. How cozy. Man, this place is just full of surprises. Oh, I told you it was like Disneyland. Yeah, so this is the couple who built this place. That's their private bedroom. And unfortunately, because they double booked, we had to kick them out here to the alcove tonight. So they're going to be sleeping out here. Aww. All right, let's see what our suite looks like. But look at how nice this is. Nice cheetah print bed. Beautiful furniture. Look at our bathroom. I mean, all the amenities. Decorated nicely as per the other bathroom. I mean, it's just all a friggin' cave. Look at this. Sorry, I'm probably shooting this footage all wonky and weird because I'm so excited, but here's a shower in here. I can't wait to take a shower. Look at this. Same deal. Okay, well, our host actually invited us to go for a little ride in the Rhino just before sunset because apparently he owns 200 acres out here. So he's going to show us his backyard. And I thought, oh, what a great way to experience the sunset. Go for a little ride. So lucky you guys, I'll take you along. Okay, before I get in the Rhino, I'm just going to show you guys. Look at this rock face. This took 20 years to blast through. You can see how hard it is. Yeah, beautiful rock though. I mean, look at the color of it. Okay, first stop on the tour. This is the well. Look at this friggin' well. That's where the water comes from. Holy cow. Yeah, you can tell you were in the mining industry. Yeah. Wow! Okay, wow, we rode up to the highest point on this little sort of hill in the middle of the property. And now we can see, apologies, the sun is right there, but that's where we're staying. And look at this friggin' amazing desert all the way around us. Pretty impressive. Now back over there is where you would park to leave your car if you didn't have something that could make this rough road. There's a safe place to park and leave your car, and they'll bring you up here. Now, as if the cave and the beautiful desert aren't enough, if you're into old cars, then you'll really love this Airbnb because he's got a ton of them. So much fun. What a beautiful property. Okay, now let's go out this back door here because I didn't get to show you guys earlier. This friggin' view out here is just amazing. So we're basically walking through the whole mountain, right? In one side, out the other. But wait till you see this view. Wow, look at this sunset view. I don't want to blind you guys by having you stare right into them, but look at how cute. It's a fire pit, there's a swing, some chairs, and it overlooks the amazingly beautiful Arizona desert. And look at all these friggin' cars he's collected. All cars that he's collected, cars, RVs, buses that he's going to work on and restore. And if you're a car guy, man, this Airbnb is your friggin' paradise because he's got some really old classics out there. Look at that. Actually, while I'm over here, this is a great view of the backside of the mountain. Check this out. So that's where we pulled in over there by the greenhouse, but this is the backside. You can see it's just a big friggin' mountain rock formation that this dude blasted a cave into. Like, it took him 20 years, like I said, to get all those rooms blasted, but look at this. And look at the sign on the door. It's perfect. Man cave. Enter at your own risk. Man, this is one man cave that I don't mind entering at all. It's amazing. Whew. Okay, wow. Well, we're going to go get some food, and that's actually one of the only downsides to this place, especially if you don't have your own 4x4, then you're kind of stuck out here, and well, there's obviously nothing else in the area. So they were very kind and graciously offered us anything we wanted from their pantry, but we're going to drive down the highway a little bit to Golden Valley. I scouted out ahead of time. There is a Mexican restaurant, but it's only open for like another hour. So we got to get going if we want to get some food. And then we got to drive all the way back up this bumpy road here in the dark afterwards. Okay, wow. In retrospect, I don't recommend going out to get food if you're staying at the Cave Inn because, well, I did my research beforehand and I found this Mexican restaurant that was 30 minutes from Dolan Springs, but I failed to take into account that it takes at least 20 minutes just to get to Dolan Springs from the Cave Inn. And what's more, it's a pretty rough road, so by the time we get back, it's gonna be pitch black and, well, good luck to me trying to find it. Since I kinda knew the way by now, I was able to pin the location of the cave and just follow Google Maps back without any problems, since there is cell signal nearly all the way. But by the time we got back, it was already just about lights out time anyway, so we pretty much just passed out. Apologies if I look kind of rough, but it's the next morning and man, I slept like a zombie in this cave. That's one thing I'll say for sleeping in a cave. I have sleeping problems like insomnia, but being in this cave was totally silent, totally dark. And wow, it was like, well, sleeping in the womb of the earth. So if you have sleep issues, I definitely recommend sleeping in a cave. But now it's time to load out our stuff and go have a cup of coffee, cave coffee, and then on to the day's adventures. Okay, final thoughts on the Cave Inn in Dolan Springs, Arizona. First of all, I give it 10 thumbs up, 7 stars, just an awesome place. I definitely recommend it if you're into the desert, if you're into quirky places, dwellings, if you're into mining, or if you're into old cars. You will love this place. It's only about an hour and a half south of Las Vegas. And if you don't have a 4x4, it's okay. You can park down the hill at their, gosh, I think she said it was her father-in-law's place. Secure parking. She'll come pick you up in their 4-wheel drive truck and bring you and all your luggage up to the cave, so you don't have to worry about that if you don't have the appropriate vehicle. What I really liked about it most of all is, well, the people themselves are awesome, just super friendly, nice to talk to, really interesting. It almost felt, I didn't actually feel like I was staying at a hotel or an Airbnb. I felt like I was staying with friends. It was really interesting. Like, they really seemed more like friends. And that's what was cool about it is, you know, unlike other Airbnbs where, you know how people just, I feel like the meaning of Airbnb has gotten perverted. Like originally Airbnb was an experience where you got to live like locals in a place, right? You would go rent a room. It was like somebody's guest bedroom. So you got to see what it was like to live with locals. Well, the meaning of it has gotten so skewed over the last decade or whatever that it's been in business. Now there's people who buy apartments and homes just to turn them into rental properties, and all they're used for is Airbnbs. So yeah, maybe that gets more sterile and kind of a cleaner environment that way, and you have more privacy, and I guess that appeals to some people. But if that's the case, stay in a freaking hotel. I feel like the whole point of Airbnb is to get to know people and, you know, live like a local. And well, the Cave Inn was all of that to a T. I mean, you're staying in a friggin' cave with the family that lives in the cave. You can't beat that experience, and especially when the people are as nice as the people at the Cave Inn. So I'll put a link to their Airbnb listing in the description of this video. And if you're looking for an interesting place to stay, check it out and tell them I sent you.